Hi guys. How y'all doing? Hi, hi. Is there a way to... I know at one point in my setup it asked me how much I wanted stream delay to be. I think I can technically change a little bit of it, but whatever. I'll worry about that some other time. How you guys doing? Good, 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 good. Glad to hear it, glad to hear it. Peace. Today we'll be continuing some more play of King of the Castle. A new update actually just came out, which had added some more um, schemes, I believe. Uh, I believe the main one was a sorcery scheme, which is not guaranteed to come up because there are quite a few schemes already in the game, and since I've barely played, it's not prioritizing new schemes yet. Hi, yes, hello. um, and I believe a legitimist scheme, which basically is if you want to support me, your rightful ruler and king. um, yes, thank you. It's all I completely rebranded. Basically, I've become a PNG tuber now. Not rebranded technically because I kept the name, but I've changed literally everything else. No, how dare you? I deserve all of your support. That hurts me so. Um, I, there's also, I believe, let's see, it's you guys aren't most of you, I believe, that are in here that at least I know from those who are chatting, are not premium players, so that's not a thing you have to worry about. But I am, so I'll explain that for cool thing I like. You now, whenever a premium player joins a game, they can choose which region they want to be in if it's the start of a new one. Yes, yes. There's new music, and then they also updated some of the shields. So, like how I was in here last time. Let's go to here. I have a shield, which is basically like whenever you vote, you're in the little area where it shows you voted. It puts your little family shield basically, and they added some new stuff for that as well. And then some other fixes around in the background and such. So that's pretty cool. I'm pretty excited. I like the legitimist scheme myself, not because I am the rightful ruler of everything that is in these lands, but because I like supporting other rulers, and I totally think you should totally support me, because I'm totally not campaigning to not have more rebellions this time. Anyway, we're gonna give it a couple of minutes, see if anybody who's searching for King of the Castle games trickles in at all. But besides that, we'll play this. We'll see how quick it goes. If it's like last time, we'll probably only play like 1 or 2 games. Since I made sure to start earlier, because these games can go. Yes, you're allowed to watch. You don't have to play. It's only for those who want to. Technically, though, I believe we will need at least 3 people to play, but we'll see. Because we can always wait around for potentially people to trickle in for playing random games. Or playing, yeah, because I do that sometimes. Don't worry. It should all work out. Let's see. Let's see if I do continue. Yes, see the continue. You just play as the winner of the last one. So I would be playing as Carmen, which would be fun. Well, no, he just has gray hair. I don't think he's old. Yes, yes, I was going to say, I believe this is Stressed Human's son. So, we'll just, for the fun of it, we'll play this one, because also, whenever you continue in the same save, things that happened last time can be brought up and talked about and influence future events and things like that. So, loading the game. And so the way you join, if anybody is new in chat, you do !join and then space followed by either he, she, or they, whatever pronouns you want to be referred to as in-game. And if you do not type any and just do !join, it defaults to they, them. And if we're not able to get enough people, like if no one happens to trickle in, then we'll play Minecraft or something for about an hour, because River, one of my friends, you guys know him, will be joining us in about an hour at around 8 o'clock. Oh, I should probably mute background music since we have music in the game. But yeah, I also have a couple of things. They're not... yes, it is currently 7 o'clock. Yes, I mostly did it semi-later today because I knew I stayed up super late last night on call with some people. Sorry, 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. Got a text. Vibes. I wanted to do it later because I knew I'd sleep in hella this morning. So, it was rough, for sure. But I woke up. I'm alive, so that happens. That existed. But in the future, I will potentially, not the, ew, grape flavored water, nasty. In the future, I might start a little earlier. I probably won't do many, like, early day streams. Like, I think maybe the earliest I would go is maybe, like, 4 or 5. Unless I'm doing, unless there's a game or something in the future that I blatantly plan to do for a super, super long time. And want to make sure that we have time to play. We'll give it a couple more minutes and hope that people trickle in. Oh, that actually reminds me. Let me do that. There's a... How do I... Okay. Because there's a server for King of the Castle where you can also post that you're live streaming. So I think I'm going to do that. Where is that page? Here. /twitch.tv/ Alright, now we'll give it a couple of minutes to see if anybody from the server happens to hop in looking for a game. And ooh, tea. That actually sounds... What type of tea is it? Because I personally like green tea mostly, or sweet tea. Oh, I love sweet tea. I've never really tried many other ones. Oh, apple spice. I've never really tried that. I think the only other tea I've tried is what was it? I think it was like a white tea, and it was pretty good. I'm not a huge hot tea fan, which I know is how it's meant to be served, not for most of them, but I'm an iced tea sort of guy. Just love me some iced tea. Oh. Yes, you're right. Oops, I opened up files. What's that? Do. https://h.tv/ There we go. Okay. There, we'll see if we get anybody, or if we'll stall for time until River can get here, which even then, it's not a guarantee. We'll see. To be fully honest, I was struggling for the majority of the day trying to figure out what game I wanted to play. Because my one thing is I love streaming. I've always wanted to get back into it. I suck at coming up with unique streams. Like when I used to, I literally did Minecraft every single time because I couldn't come up with a fun game that I had that I hadn't been playing halfway through, and so I would just default to Minecraft. And so I really need to get more games like this in Minecraft where I can easily just play it, and if it's not the beginning, yes I do, but there's literally only 3 of you in there because I'm now reworking it because I don't want to put it up yet. So, and out of the 3 people in there, 2 of you are here, and you are the 2 that would actually show up. So, or show up and play, I should say, because I know the other person in there would, but she probably would not play. So, so we'll see. And now, just in case, if any new viewers are in here, if you want to join the game, you just type !join, followed by either he, she, or they, for whatever pronoun you want to be referred to as in-game. And if you do not type one, you default to they, them. But yeah, this is my downfall being a streamer. The talk while a game's not happening, because the stream delay makes it difficult to have a conversation where I'm not filled with dead silence in between. Because then by the time I ask a question like, how is everybody, it takes for, on my side, like a full 30 seconds ish until we're able to be. I'm not. Yes, be nice, Vinny. Don't stare at them. Maybe they don't like being stared at. But Yeah, I need to work on my streaming skills. What? This is my first stream back technically, because the other one was the test stream that has now been deleted of, and there's no record. Because that while it was fun, which by the way technically means there's no record of your wins. Human. What's easier for you to be? What do you want to be called? I guess because vending machine is Vinny, and because I don't like dropping the real names that I know on stream, obviously. When it was a test stream, and it was like midnight, I knew no one was watching. I mean, that thing's like most of the time you break it down. Yeah, it's like most of the time you break it down to one of the halves, if anything. So I was like, I wasn't sure if you wanted human or stress. But so what I was saying before I asked, that technically means there is no record of your win stress because the test stream is fully deleted and wiped. So no one knows you won. If all they know, this is my child. Also, wearing the purple, it hurts me because I like the orange. That my original. I don't know what you're talking about. If you notice here, it says of the Foxworth dynasty, not of the Stressed Human dynasty. So I think Carmen's my son. I don't know what you're talking about. Unfortunately, it does seem that we're not getting many people, so I don't know. Oh, Jesus. My stream just glitched for a second there. All right, well, that's that. I'm just checking literally every server that I could ping right now. Let's see. Where do I? From here. Is it here? Here. Okay. Hold on. What games do I have? Because like I said, I could do Minecraft. I guess let me... we could do... I know. Okay, wait. Wait, let me close this and does it keep it? Let me pop to here real quick while actually wait, no, I do need to be here. So I hate how you can't add things unless you're on the screen. That's the fun thing. I own 103. I have 103 Steam games, so yeah. Why does it say 99? I have 103. Oh, is it just gone? There. Where is it? Hello? What? Oh, because I was naming it. Oopsies. How do I edit it? Can I not name it? Oh, girl. This is already a mess. Yeah. FNAF. Do-do-do-do. Actually, white is easier to read on here. No, hey, don't do that to me. Give me... There. Well, we'll exit out of this. Ooh, imagine if I accidentally hit delete. That would have been tragic. Does it get this? Because it pops out, so we'll have to see. Because I can tell it to grab it if it doesn't. Where? I know I recently played it there. Okay, it's not. So where's my game capture? Oh. Is it not? You can't? That hurts my soul. Well, that's sad. Guess it's Minecraft. Let me edit this. Oh. I could not see it was supposed to be Roblox, but I could not see it on my side or like on my stream part. Could you guys see it? Because on me, on my like display of what this stream looks like, it was just a okay, yeah, it was the noise. I was gonna say I was like it was sadly not pulling up. Oh wait, no, not hidden. It says we have some more viewers. If there's anybody in your if there's some new people, we were struggling to come up with numbers. So chat to let me know you're there, so I can go back because we all really want to play King of the Castle. We just couldn't get enough people. Which was sad. I mean, we could just sit around until King of the Castle happens. Just talk. Oh. There. I think that'd probably be better. So let me delete that. Oh, I forgot. Now I have to change my game capture. Hey, no, not that. I want game capture. Auto. No, not auto. Auto. There we go. And we'll just talk, I guess. Have this pull up in the background. See if we can just wait around for some people to show up. Yes. See, this is what I'm talking about. I know it's a little small on mine, but the little... Oh, this is what you look like, by the way, this game. You still have the same amount of money. You might look a little different, I think. Because I don't think it saves any... Yes. That's what I was thinking, Finny. So I was like, I'll go back to this and see if anyone just pops in to join rather than talk, because I know not everyone's a talkative sort of person. So we'll just sit on the screen until people potentially join. And yeah, so if anyone in there in the chat wants to join, you can join using !join followed by a he, she, or they for whatever pronoun you want to use in game. If you do not type one, it automatically defaults to they, them. Yeah. Um. Wow. Conversation. New streamer learning for what to say during conversation. I'm just talking now because that is yes. I mean, we could talk about Magnus Archives. How far are you in Magnus Archives? Um, either of you? Because I know because I know I've not finished it. I could say that. You finished it? Dang, faster than me. And I'm the one who showed Vin. Okay, nice. I'm on, I think 150 something, or about to be on 150 something. Dang, stress. That's that's quick. I mean, I know they're not that long of episodes, so if you just had enough free time, it doesn't take that long to get through it. It's only if roughly, I think they're roughly 20 to 30 minutes each. So for every three, wow, I'm doing math in my head now. That's the, that's why I find it so funny. I know you did. Um, I know you introduced stress to it, so that's why whenever said done, I was like, yeah, it's like 3 days of content straight, which is not that bad. For if you do large listening chunks, you can get through it pretty quick. I mostly listen to it when I'm driving back home or back down to college, because it's about a 2-hour drive, so I can get a roughly 6 episodes depending on length. Oh wow, yeah, there you go. Yeah, that itself, that's math. Yeah, I'm getting close to the end. I'm almost to season 5. I know I know some of the big things. That, like, I know what happens in season 4 finale, and I know the concept of what's happening during season 5, but I don't know specifics, and I do not know how it ends. So that will be fun. I'm excited because they're potentially, or it's supposed to be, it's been pretty silent on the notification front, but supposed to be making a TTRPG based on it. So I'm excited for that because I love uh, role playing games like in D&D and everything like that. So I'm super excited for that to come out. There hasn't been much word on it, and because it's coming out, not many people are making their own versions of it anymore. Because I did find this one that's from like 2020 that it's pretty well made, but it's made for a very yes. And there's gonna be like 3. I think they said 3, no 5. What is it? They confirmed a number of seasons because they were originally gonna have like I think 2 seasons or 3, and then they got enough money off the Kickstarter to make an additional 2 or something. So I think there's like 5 seasons of this one too, which I'm both super excited but also slightly sad because I know it's 3. I knew it was something. It was like I think it was the 1, and then they got 2 extra. I just remember they got enough money for extra seasons. So that was fun. I remember the hype around that. I love the Magnus Archives because I'm using it to influence my Call of Cthulhu world that I'm developing, which is super fun. My players are losing their minds because I'm basically throwing them at the spiral right now. Love it. Yes. Basically, how what I'm doing in my Call of Cthulhu world is instead of these like for the 14, technically 15, blah blah blah, but the big fears that are encompass everything and are more broad in their approaches of what it can contain of like what it touches. In mine, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of these things, but they are very specific fears. They're more like based off the feelings of fears on the sort of criteria of why you're feeling it. Oh, hello. What is that? Kill Street? Kilst? Like, I don't know which one. Thank you for the follow. If you'd like to join our game, we're trying to find enough people to start. We're playing King of the Castle, obviously. It's a game where, yes. Oh, I see. Look at I don't have to ramble. You're a premium player. You've played this before. I see that. I see you. You know, it's a little loud. I might have to make it a little lower. Yes, hello. Thank you for joining. Yes, I've only played one game of this as a monarch so far, but I've played quite a few as a noble. So I've experienced the game a decent amount, but not from this side of the seat. And I lost my first game. But we are continuing the save file because it's fun. We were going on rambles about the Magnus Archives before this. We just need one more follower. I have a friend that will be joining us in 30 minutes, but obviously 30 minutes is a long time to wait to be able to start. So we're hoping to be able to get at least the 3 to get started, and then people can join as we continue playing. But yeah, welcome. Yes, Stress did win last time, and they came from the fucking depths because they were playing as grandees, and the grandees were just getting assaulted with fires and plagues and cults, and basically constantly getting bashed down, and it was hilarious. And Stress pulled it out from the gutter and won. So it was pretty good. Not Grandee's nuts. Oh, hello, D-Wags. Welcome. Thank you for joining us today. I see you're also premium, so I do not have to explain much of this game. That's the thing, Vinny. Much like for me, a lot of premium players love to just go around Twitch streams and play, so advertising, it's always a good way. So we're going to go ahead and begin now that we have our 3, so we can actually start playing, and then others can join in later on, because you're able to join at any point during the game. Oh my god. Hi, thank you, Thaxum, for raiding with a party of 6. That is absolutely crazy. I did not expect a raid. Hi, welcome. Oh, my audio cut out for a hot second there. Sorry about that. Yes, hello. Thank you so much. Yes, welcome in. For anyone who's joined in via this raid, you can go ahead and join in. We haven't started at all yet. We had just hit start. Uh-oh. Stress. Wait, am I still broke? Oh, yes, you are. You only have 400, because whenever you continue in the same save file, people, you keep your money from last time, basically. You play as the same person, essentially. Welcome in, Mary Cheesy. Yes. There we go. I'm sorry, Stress. Oh, well, welcome in, Midori yourself. So many people. This is I, I'm so happy. Oh my gosh, so many people. First time I've had this many people in one game. All right, we'll go ahead and start. We are playing as Stress's son because Stress was the sole grandees last time and they won. So we'll go ahead and get started there. Your Majesty, you may have won the throne from King Wallace. Oh. Thank you for following, bratty Princess Blue. Welcome in. If you'd like to join, you can join using !join, followed by whatever pronoun you'd like to be referred to as. You may have won the throne from King Wallace, but you must still answer to the council. As is tradition, they will decide what happens at your coronation. Should I get changed into my waterproof robes then? It may be for the best, Your Majesty. Shall we call the nobles in? I will let you guys go ham. And you vote using !vote, followed by whatever choice you would like to vote for. All right, see you, see you, Princess Blue. Hopefully, see you in future. Ooh, look at all you. Alright, we'll just continue now. Voting side at 2. Ooh, throw the monarch into the river or hold a lavish ceremony. I'm not letting you spend my money. It is decided the monarch will be thrown into the river. What kind of coronation is that? A very traditional ceremony dating back to Queen Alma the Wise. It's meant to represent you being reborn as a true monarch. The nobles pick you up and carry you out to the Treadwater River, hurling you into the shallow water with a cheer. When you climb back up the bank soaking wet, the Chancellor steps forward and places the crown upon your head. Is it your imagination, or some of the nobles' stifling giggles? The path to victory! Your Majesty, the history books do not look kindly upon usurpers, unless, of course, they prove themselves worthy of the throne they have stolen. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? Let's see. I'm gonna go with... as a peacekeeper, we'll raise our stability. An admirable aim. I suggest, over the next few years, you focus on improving the kingdom's stability as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. Council introduction. The 9th has smiled upon us, and our plan has come to fruition. Verily, there is much to celebrate. Now, remember your duty. You must ensure the grandees' interests are enforced throughout the kingdom. What if I covered for the good of the whole kingdom? You gave me your word that you would serve our interests. To break that promise would be most dishonorable. Now introduce yourself to the rest of the council, but don't forget what I told you today. Introduce yourself to the Council East. Oh, yes, the premium nobles. Basically, they get to design what they look like. An honor to finally make your acquaintance, Your Grace. May you escape the doom that befell your predecessor. Lady Patricia Midori herself. A pleasure, Your Serene Highness. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. And with that, the introductions are done. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices. Meanwhile, what do you think? Will there be a good little monarch and do as they're told? Too early to tell, but I have a bad feeling. We should have a backup plan just in case. Alrighty. Dmitri of the Mary Cheesy Dynasty, sinister Eastern orator, leans delicately on a podium, sighing. Ooh, a Fright Night. I have not watched or seen that yet, but I believe I plan on it. My fellow counts, in ancient times, the East was its own crowned kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not while the false monarch Carmen wears the crown. Alright, counts, you may vote for. And counts for this game are Gilst and Mary Cheesy. You can vote for which scheme you would like. Let's see. Very intriguing. Oh. Yikes. Yes, this first step seems pretty easy. Yes, I see. Lower your own ascension. Sounds interesting for sure. Click. The counts plan to induct the monarch into their secret cult and offer them immortality in exchange for the throne. First, they must reduce the power of the Eastern Church. To advance their scheme, the counts must lower their faith to 4 or less. Well, it's currently at 0, so y'all are good. Ooh, Zaquetta of the Stressed Human Legacy. Powerful former priest. Stands bathed in sunshine, speaking softly. Praise be, Carmen now sits the throne, and the grandees are in charge. But the other regions will already be scheming to dispose of them. Do we stay loyal to the new monarch or cut our losses and put me on the throne instead? Grandees, you may vote for what you would like. Oh, look, Loyalist, please. Hey, Loyalist, technically, this, Stress, this is your son, so you could aid keeping your son rather than his cousin off of the throne. Up to you. Up to you. These are technically both from your lineage, though. So, you will not be displaced off the throne, technically. Ooh, Loyalist. That's one of the new schemes. I'm excited to see if that can progress far enough. So basically, what you want to do is just raise stability. That settles it then. Glory to the monarch and glory to the ninth god. But we can always change our minds. If Carmen ever gets out of line, we can take up arms and get rid of them the old-fashioned way. The Grandee's goal is to aid the monarch by countering the other region's schemes as much as they can. They will win if the game produces an heir and completes their ambition. However, if defiance gets too high, they can still change their minds and rise up in rebellion. Octavia of the DWAG 789 family, eccentric coastal entrepreneur, scribbles with a well-used quill on the hardwood desk, explaining in measured prose. Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of monarch Carmen. Something must be done. Alright, patricians. Yes, you do. There we go. If they do not do any afterwards, it automatically uses they, them. So, let's see. You are part of the Grandees. So, you are trying to support me, basically, right now. Yes. You are right there, Midori. Right. All right, we'll give it just a couple more seconds. Your mission is to assist me. The Grandees are going for the Loyalist scheme because they won last game. So currently a Grandee is on the throne. So, and my goal is currently raise stability. Oh, sorry, just a little short there. The magicians plan to hold the monarch hostage in their own palace. First, they must lull the spy master into a false sense of security. To advance their scheme, the magician must raise stability to 5 or more in 4 seasons, which we currently are at. Alrighty. Woo. Yes, laws of the land. Let's see, do I want any of these new ones? I will take veto. Oh no, I have veto, so I'll take, sorry. Monarch's golden choice. You get personal wealth if you go with what I want when I select it. Ooh, honor guard. Ooh, some down in the Grandees. Good news, Your Majesty. I have received a vision. I saw you bathed in a holy light, blades and missiles, crumbling to dust before they could reach you. You do not need to recruit an honor guard. The ninth guard will shield you from all harm. I've never seen the ninth protect someone from sword through the chest. You need tangible guards, Your Majesty. I mean, the battle nuns were pretty cool last time, and I am a Grandee right now. I think I'll go with the battle nuns again. Terrifying warriors, yes. I forgot I have to do that. I've made my decision, not click on it. Bated breath. We'll go with the southern nuns. Oh, hello. 1 second. There, I think that worked. Okay. Alright, I will make arrangements at once. Foolishness, do not trust in the protection of the ninth. This kingdom grows more faithless by the day. Everyone, it's currently equal right now. Yes, we currently have. Oh, never mind. We now have an extra patrician. Hello, Sassy Jackson. Yes, so Count and Grandees are currently what we're missing. Welcome in, Uru. Well, I can't read half the time, so I apologize if I butchered that name. Right. Interesting. I believe it's supposed to be a. Yes, interesting. On Grandee. Alright, so yes, to do. The battle nuns arrive in the palace a few weeks later. They nod to you silently, their solemn steel masks betraying nothing before filing into formation behind your throne. Well, they are a premium player. Which is the is the interesting part of why I was like, I do not know why it did not work. And also, just so you know, the Grandees are currently doing the Loyalist scheme, so you will want to assist me. Also, River, I'm in VC if you would like to join whenever you are available. I think that's it, is because it would have been a huge imbalance, because there's already 3 on it, and the delay of when I was when everything happened just caused it to go rough. Oh my God! Hi, everyone. Mrs. Gaju rating with a party of 68 people. Hi. Okay. Hi, everybody. Hello. Oh my God, 68 people just came in. This is River, everybody.
Wow.
Yes, hello. So many people. I am so new to this that I. Oh my god. Yeah, this is overwhelming for me in a good way. Okay, we'll just take a pause real quick. Everyone,
Look
if
at you
you'd like,
go.
you can join with the exclamation point join followed by he, she, or they for whatever pronoun you would like to be referred to as. Dang, 68 people. That is a lot. Oh my gosh. I was not expecting any of that. Dang. Oh yes. Thank you, Mr. Kaji. Thank you. I would need all the help I could get. All right, and just so for everyone new joining in, let's see. For anyone, this is just the currently of where everyone is. Um, is thank you for following Clofew. Uh, Kingdom's doing well. We currently the counts are trying to lower their faith, even though that's it can't go any lower, so they're good. Patricians are doing the intimidation scheme. They're currently raising the stability, and grandees are currently doing. Yeah, I know the follower goal is absolutely busted right now, which is hilarious. Um, the grandees are currently doing the loyalist scheme because the grandees won last time, so they're currently on the throne. And my goal is to raise stability as well. How are you doing tonight, River? You joined at the most chaotic time possible.
I'm doing pretty great.
Cool, 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 cool. Anyways, time with all these new viewers and people. Geez, dang, my brain is not computing. Um, Grandee Yuruel, Your Majesty, it is my singular honor to invite you to attend the annual Night of the Seven Pyres celebration. Of course, as a former grandee, you must remember attending such festivals in your youth. Now you will get a chance to organize a pyre yourself. And also, if we do this, um, if you do that, that is the art credit for River's little PNG. And yes, I've played a singular game as a monarch before, which I lost, but I have played quite a few games as a noble, so I'm not unfamiliar to the game. I just am not used to so many people fighting against me.
We're all praying for your downfall.
No, literally. Well, not the grandees. The grandees are currently helping me, unless I upset them enough. I look forward to attending. We are blessed. Don't worry, organizing a pyre won't be too costly. I'll make sure it's a night to remember. I look forward to it, Your Highness. Saint or sinner? Yes. Lord Patrician Recurrent Ritual. All I'm saying is every grandee claims to have a saint in their ancestry. Your great-great-grandfather was probably a common dullard. Grandee Sai. Shut your mouth, you hedge-born puzzle-wit. His name was Saint Umba, and he defeated the werewolf of Arnjar by turning into dust at an instant, according to my grandmother. If you're so sure, how about a little wager? A bag of gold says your ancestor was no saint. You're on! Please don't break out in a duel. Lore Patrician Recurrent Ritual is spreading damnable lies about my great-great-grandfather. If you really think he's a saint, then dig him up. Saints are incorruptible even after death. They don't decay. Very well, I request the council's permission to exhume my ancestor and prove this fool wrong. Oh, I like this, that they put the percentage here. That really helped because my stream is so tiny that most people couldn't read it. I'm fine with whatever. So, Go ham, my subjects. The one thing I really need to fix is stream delay, because sometimes sometimes it's only like 5 seconds, sometimes it's like 30, and it's crazy. Alright, we'll just give it a couple more seconds to let people vote, and then I'll hit continue. No, dead people should stay underground. God above, if you could just give me a chance, I'd prove you all wrong. Oof. And auction time. Since a good majority of you are premium, you already know how this happens, but for anyone new to this game potentially, you just use this format of exclamation point fund, followed by the letter you want to fund, then followed by the amount of your money you'd like to spend. Interesting, interesting. Yes, raising the stability. That works for me. Ooh, Grand Bazaar, raising some trade. Uh-oh. Not the farming. An aqueduct. Ooh, got a fight up in here. Going back and forth between these top couple. Look at all the shiny little badges. So many premium members. Oof, that 1 second donation I think might have saved it the last second. Let's see. Yep, that 1 cent donation at the very end got C to be the top. Alright, so stability and trade for the grandees are going up by 1. Ooh, finding a spouse, the grave robber, and undercutting. We'll do a spouse first. Your Majesty, it's important you find a spouse sooner rather than later. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference? Men, women, or do you not mind? Any. Carmen. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll send out messages to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. It's an easy decision. You'll marry into the grandees as we agreed before you took the throne, right? Right. Okay, let's see. I think, wait. No, that's not how that works. I don't know. Because mine was just interesting. I'm still very new to this, in case it is obvious. I apologize for anyone who was hoping for a non-scuffed stream. It's going to be very scuffed, because I am learning so much as I go. Undercutting. Oh. Oh, sorry, I just realized that River... My Discord was not making sounds, and I just noticed that River disappeared. He'll be back in a minute. He has to go do something for a bit. Noble Patrician Otter Valnor. I wanted to speak to you today about a delicate matter, Your Most August Majesty. It concerns the silver trade. Yes, I'm familiar with it. Then you will understand our position. You see, the vast and empty East has always been known for its silver. If you've seen any, literally any count, you know what I mean. But the grandees also have a real taste for the stuff. Unfortunately, they do not have the natural reserves, so they're always buying it from the counts. Most of it goes into holy chalices and ornamental swords and other such finery. Traditionally, we patricians have facilitated this trade, but making sure that a fair deal was reached on both sides. Yet now the grandees buy from the council directly. They're cutting us out of the deal. You can't let them get away with it. Sounds like clever business to me. Your Serene Highness, just call a council vote, will you? Very well. My eternal thanks, your august majesty. Let's see. Oh, wow. There's not much downside for me right now, so I'll just let you guys go ham. Okay, now we're not having too bad of a stream delay. Before it was like a full 30 seconds, but now we're only about like 10 or so, which is good. Ooh, force the grandees to continue buying silver through the patricians. Yes, I see all patricians are agreeing to that. Very interesting, very interesting. Ooh, yes. Patricians are ganging up. Let's see. Oh, to be fair, there is... Ooh, the counts are heavily outnumbered in this game. Not looking good for them right now. Ooh. Let's see if we can get out of a tie. One more vote. Where will it land? Because yeah, we still have about 5 people who have not voted yet, so just need one more. Because I know I can break a tie, but I prefer it would be the will of the people, for I am just so nice like that. Give it maybe 5 more seconds. 10. Ah! Bring the silver trade under the authority of the monarch rather than the patricians. Oh, I like the sounds of that. This doesn't help us at all, Your Majesty. You're just cutting us out. I'd rather have the monarch monitor our trade than have your slimy little mitts all over it again. All you ever did was skim off our profits. Why, you ungrateful ragabrash. You have your honor guard step in before anything gets too rowdy. Noble patrician Otter Valnor backs down without a fight. Ooh, look at all my money. The patricians suffer as a result of the council's decision. The counts, too, will have to pay more than they have been. But you make a good profit. Yikes. So people's monies have gone down. Yes, I skim more. The grave robber. Your Majesty, Grandee Sayai stands accused of desecrating holy ground. Bring them to me. I was trying to dig up my great-great-grandfather so I could prove he was a saint. Oof. I will veto the raising... Oh, wait. I'll veto this one, because I don't want y'all lowering my stability right now. Hehehehe. Oh no, are my headphones going out? Because they made a weird popping noise. That's not good. I'll figure it out later. Interesting. It's pretty split between everybody. Ooh. Patrician swoop right near at the end. Give it maybe 5 more seconds. Oh, it's tied. Uh-oh. One more vote. Who shall it be? There. Allow Grandee Sayai to dig up their ancestor. Ninth bless you, Your Highness. Now where's my shovel? A few days later, the corpse is exhumed. Oh, succeed. Praise the ninth, I was right. Centuries in the ground, but old St. Umber looks as fresh as a daisy. Wow, it really is a miracle. Fine, take your money. Word quickly spreads of the miracle of St. Umber. Peasants across the south add another name to their prayers. Oof. Sorry, recurrent ritual, you just lost some money. Let's see, I believe that's all of them. Yes. Alright, ooh, taxes. I'm definitely gonna let y'all go. Fines. Grandees, you're working for me, so I feel like I should keep y'all the same, and you know what? I'll bribe them too, because I don't want you guys rebelling. Let's see. Ooh, a tasty innovation. Eligible options and incorruptible. I will do eligible options first. I have found 3 potential matches for you, 1 eligible young candidate for each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely, you'll be securing a powerful alliance. Yes, I know. The transfer leads you to the Great Hall, where there are arranged 3 portraits on easels for now, each is colored by a cloth. Alright then, let's see the eligible candidates. They whisk away the cloth from the first portrait. Oh, hello. This is Ricema, the eldest heir of the Eastern Zeked dynasty. I'm not sure why the artist made them look so severe. Just a trick of the light, perhaps? Spends most of the time with a fencing master, mastering the blade. Half of the East are in love with them, apparently, and the other half hate them. They're an intriguing candidate. From the coast, we have Clementine, the wealthy heiress to Lord Patrician Mytholashik's estate. She's got a reputation for honesty and fair-mindedness. That's rare along the coast. She loves to go hunting, which isn't a common hobby among the patricians, but her father has kept her far away from the family business ever since an incident with some magic beans. Yeah, it took me a minute because I was like, what is happening? I got it now, Mytholashik. Because it's like mythologic, but chic. I got it, I think. I like the sound of her. And finally, from the south, Sabino, the eldest son of the Reaper 5219 lineage. He's reputed to have an ego the size of the sun, but there's nothing wrong with confidence, right? Like many in the south, he claims to put faith in the ninth god above all worldly concerns. Actually, he's a little intense. He calls himself an avatar of the ninth's justice. Don't like the look of him. I'm supposed to marry the grandees, but I don't like the grandees option. What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. Show me Clementine again. Wealthy heiress, it's rare. Loves to go hunting. Father's kept away from the family business. Interesting. Good night, Kilst. Hope to see you in the future. It was fun playing. I think I'm gonna go with Clementine, which is gonna, yes, I know, anger the grandees. I'm sorry, but trust me, you heard that man had an ego the size of the sun. No, thank you. Excellent. I'll make the arrangements. A tasty innovation. Ooh, Countess Zeked. I don't mean to exaggerate, Your Majesty, but I believe I have pioneered the most incredible invention in the history of mankind. I was hosting a small party, playing cards with some old friends. I call for a servant to bring me something to eat that was both tasty and convenient, as my hands were occupied. What the servant brought me that evening will change the world forever, Your Majesty. It sounds like your servant invented it. Yes, and he's my employee, so I own the idea. It's only fair. Behold! He holds in the air a plate. Atop the plate are 2 slices of bread with a piece of meat wedged between them. It allows the hungry noble to consume 2 slices of bread plus meat all at once, saving valuable time. Meanwhile, the bread serves as an impregnable barrier, preventing one's hands from being besmirched by meaty juices. Magnificent! Naturally, since this is my invention, I propose we name it after me. In a few years' time, I expect everyone to be enjoying a nice zaked for lunch. But naturally, this innovation cannot be made available for free. Every time a zaked is consumed, I expect a small royalty payment. Oof, I don't got enough money for that one. Let's see. If you guys, I'm gonna do this one. If you guys do the first one, if you guys let it be named the zaked, you will get some money. Yes, I see everyone is as greedy as I expected. Yes, me too, Midori. I do love me some money. Yes, file in. Mwahahaha. Yes, give Zaked the royalties he deserves. Thank you, Your Grace. It's the least I deserve. Exactly, Recurrent. I know you patricians are always thirsty for some money. Now to work on my next invention, edible playing cards. From that point on, everyone is forced to pay a small fee to Zaked whenever they eat anything between 2 slices of bread. Dang, Zaked getting wealthy up in here. Other counts are granted an exemption for paying this toll, but patricians and grandees are forced to cough up. Oof. Consequently, despite the delicious inconvenience of eating zakeds, it never really catches on. Bakeries go bust across the east. Oof. Not the bust. Incorruptible. Grandee Sai, Your Holiness, the incorruptible corpse of St. Umber has become a sensation among the faithful. Every day, pilgrims visit my manor to pray at his feet. But their muddy feet are ruining my carpets. May I take St. Umber's body on a tour of the kingdom instead? After all, the regions outside the south could do with a little reminder of the Ninth's power. Your Majesty, if I may make a suggestion, perhaps we should study this phenomenon instead of mindlessly worshipping it. Hearsay, everyone, cover your ears before she says anything more. Not letting you guys lower my stability, that's for sure. Go forth and vote for what you feel is right. Where is... There we go. Ooh. I mean, as a scientist myself, I am always down to examine phenomena. Seems most people agree. Very intriguing. It may be blasphemous, but better than putting the saint back. Ooh, we got a tie. One more vote to break the tie. Let us see which one. Forbid the door. But ooh, the private display. I mean. Footing closed. Have the saint examined by scholars. Intriguing, intriguing. Ignoring Grandee Sai's protests, you back off the saint's. You pack off the saint's corpse to Quail University for examination. Perhaps as a scientific explanation for the body's lack of decay. The Archbishop is just as scandalized as Grandee Sai. For weeks, priests condemn your name in churches across the lands. How could you scrutinize a miracle? Well, I'm sorry. I'm just intrigued by what's happening here. In a tiny village far to the east, two counts meet in a derelict tavern. No one dares even glance in their direction. Peasants all across my lands are rejecting the ninth god. Yes, and tithe collectors don't dare knock at the door to my keep. Now, we must not falter. If the monarch grows proud, we can offer them the ultimate reward, immortality. For the next stage of this game, the counts must raise authority to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Oof, gotta get that up. Let's see, anything I want to take? I think I'll stick with what I got right now. Ooh, royal wedding, and then we got 2 grandees. Let's see, royal wedding. Your wedding to Clementine is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Clementine at your side. Do you take this woman as your lawfully wedded wife? I do. Then I pronounce you married in the eyes of the kingdom. After the wedding, of course, is a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new wife, Clementine, delivers a short but heartfelt toast, expressing a wish to get to know you better. Ooh, pretty good across the board. By the time you find yourself alone with Clementine, it's past midnight, and you've never felt more tired. I must profess, I'm glad that's over. We can finally talk openly to each other. I must admit, I feel the same way. I'm glad to hear that. It must be difficult being a monarch, constantly surrounded by liars, lickspittles, and flatterers. I don't know how you stand it. You get used to it. I suppose you were born into it, weren't you? You had no choice but to get used to it. After finishing the last of the wine, you head to the separate bedchambers. It seems your wife is happy to take her time getting to know you. Aw, that's actually sort of really sweet. Makes me tear up. That horror of something. Horror at the university. Something was deeply wrong with that saint you sent us, your majesty. There's been a tragedy at the Faculty of Dangerous Theology. A worse one than usual. What happened? They were in the middle of examining St. Umbo when his eyes blazed with light. Half the students and all of the professors were instantly reduced to dust and bones. That's not good. Yikes. Oh dear. We need money to compensate to bereaved families and train up new professionals and, well, clean up the messes. This is the judgment of the ninth. Why study things we don't understand? We should just worship them or fear them, depending on what the holy texts tell us. Ooh, yikes. Oh no. Oh dear. I don't like any of these options. Ugh. I'm gonna... Oh, Monarch's Choice, that one, I guess. That is very dramatic, though. Why did he have to open his eyes and absolutely obliterate everyone? Not everyone, I guess. Only half the students remain. Alright, good night, Clofou. It was fun playing. Hope you sleep well. Rough. Let's see. Yes, spread the word that the scholars were righteously struck down by the knife. Instead of paying the university, spread word that the scholars deserved what happened to them. The common folk lap it up. But the surviving scholars take their revenge. A series of anonymous pamphlets are circulating criticizing your rule. Despite your spymaster's best effort, she's unable to track down the authors. Meanwhile, St. Umber is quietly reburied to prevent this happening again. The Night of Seven Pyres. I need to save my money for this. It's not long until the Night of the Seven Pyres. As you journey south, the sun beats down like a hammer. Grandee Yuru Well meets you at the gates to the city of Tolvelni. Glad you can make it, Your Holiness. Welcome to Tolvelni. A beautiful place you have here. The whole city is is excited to have you here, Your Majesty. The citizens cannot wait to see your pyre burn. You will provide provide the surrounding entertainment and arrange the event's spectacular climax. Uh, but first, which of the disposed gods' effigies do you want to be responsible for burning? Ooh, I think I'll burn the Poison Eater. An excellent decision, Your Majesty. Traditionally, the sixth god effigy is over 50 feet high and burned outside the city in a nearby orchard. Excuse me. Now, what kind of entertainers will be hiring? Will you be hiring to surround your pyre and impress spectators? Acrobats. Trapezing above the roaring flames, enough to make a stone's heart sing. You'll need more than that to draw a crowd, however. Who else? Fire dancers. A wonderful choice, Your Majesty. The fire dancers of the south are famed throughout the kingdom. Anyone else? Clowns. I must admit, Your Holiness, the things horrify me. But if your decision will, with all those intentions, your pyre will be quite the spectacle. That's all. Your work is not done, Your Majesty. You must decide on the pyre's spectacular climax, something we must go with fireworks, but those things are expensive. The black powder must be sourced all but the way from Kurth. A less exciting alternative is to topple the effigy over like a falling tree. Oh, Jesus. We'll do a normal amount of fireworks. Wonderful, Your Majesty. Your pyre will culminate in a firework display, bringing the night alive. I will make the arrangements at once. See that you do. Soon the night of the seven pyres is upon us. The streets of Tolvene are crammed with merrymakers as the royal stagecoach makes its way to the orchard. The citizens greet you with cheers and tossed roses. The effigy of the sixth god towers over the treetops, a 50-foot-tall woman covered in thousands of flowers. As it bursts into flames, out comes your fire dancers, acrobats, and clowns. You wait anxiously for the crowd's reaction. The clowns honk and squeak. The fire dancers sway alluringly, spinning their flame torches. Overhead, acrobats glide above the flames like doves. The crowd applauds, delighted at the sheer spectacle. Finally, your effigy explodes and fills the night with the sky with fizzling colors. The crowd coos. The surrounding trees look distinctly flammable. Hopefully, nothing will go wrong. Fortunately, no stray sparks catch anything alight. Oh, that could have been terrifying. Thank the stars, you didn't want to be known as the monarch who burned down Tolvene. The next day, you wait anxiously to hear how the south reacted to your fiery display. Congratulations, Your Majesty. All anyone can talk about is your spectacular pyre. Everyone agrees you honored the ninth god and put on one head of a show. Excuse my blasphemy. Always a pleasure to serve my people. Thank you, Your Highness. I hope you come down someday for another night of the seven pyres. That was fun. I was sort of hoping the clowns would get God on fire, because I hate clowns. But it is what it is. Anchored a few miles from the sunny coast, Lord Patrician D-Wag 789 has invited his closest confidants aboard his yacht. Our plans are going better than expected. The Spymaster thinks that all is well in the kingdom. Thanks to her lack of attention, I've made a fortune selling weapons to the Ashmedian Empire, even though it's forbidden. The proceedings are better than I ever imagined. Our next step is to replace the Palace Watch with our own agents. Indeed, the Honor Guard are incorruptible, but the Watch are another story. If the monarch can't pay them, they will look for money elsewhere. Oh no! I've played right into their hands. My money is so low. Oof. Bankruptcy looms. Oh, girl. And then, a plague of rats. Interesting. Bankruptcy looms. The treasury is almost empty, Your Highness. What do you suggest we do? Apart from raising taxes, we have precious few options. You could get a bank loan, or sell off the crown jewels, or perhaps crack open some of your predecessors' tombs. Most were buried with piles of gold, or so I've heard. I that would be crazy. I'll do this one. I'll take a hefty loan. The Bank of Sullivan Gale operates from the fabulously wealthy Republic of Kurth and all the way across the Western Sea. They assure you, however, that you maintain total independence from the Republic. The bankers said that the banker they send to take your signature has delicate hands and sharp teeth. He watches as you put pen to paper, eyes glittering. You've made an excellent decision, Your Majesty. You shall pay us back with 25% interest in 1 year. Saddling the kingdom in debt isn't great optics, but you have no other choice. Ooh, girl. Back from the hunt. Ooh, Grandy Northwind. Am I hin? Myhan? Yes, I can read. That is true. This has gone on long enough. After yet another hunt, the queen consort shot and killed a rare species of stag found only in the southern woodlands. That's the 4th this month. We must curtail these hunts. The royals cannot get away with wanton destruction of our countryside. Enough is enough. I demand a vote. You glance at Clementine as the noblest symbol for a vote. She shrugs. It was a beautiful stag. Ugh. Yikes. I'll leave it as is. Go ham, my nobles. I'm intrigued to see what you decide. Impose restrictions on hunting outside the groundlands. Leave the laws or liberalize. I cannot read. Interesting, interesting. And give it a little bit more time to let others vote as well. Ooh, it's a tie now. Ooh. Oh, it's double tie. Let's see. Tied at 4. Go with the first one. Impose restrictions on hunting outside the Crown Lands. Ninth bless you, esteemed nobles. This will benefit us all, I'm sure. Your wife looks on, a barely concealed frown forming on her lips. I'm sorry, my darling wife. A plague of rats. Countess Clofu strides into the council chambers, distraught, waving a dead rat by its tail. The fields and barns of the east are overrun by vermin, and we've no more poison for these horrible things. We can't cope anymore. Oh my gosh. Oh, Jesus. I'm gonna veto this one at least, because if you're gonna lower it, I'm not letting you lower it by 900. Take the rat and go. The East can handle this alone. Deliver a supply of rat poison, or send them a shipment of cats. I see you, patricians. Oof. Yikes. Oh, I'm getting piled here. Everyone's ganging up on me. I'm hurt. Oof. We know what we're about. I know. Send them a shipment of cats. Oof. Countess Clofu bows to you deeply. I can't thank you enough, Your Grace. You send a caravan of cats over to the east. By the time they reach their designation, they're both hungry and very angry. The perfect rat-catching mindset. Wait to hear what happens. Soon the rats are gone, and most households in the east have a very satisfied cat guarding their food. You hope kittens don't become a problem. At least I don't really have to worry about rebellions right now. Ooh, auction time. Interesting. And go. We really just like cats. I'm in mood. I'm sadly allergic to cats. Only mildly, but I can't really own one. So It's a little sad. Plus, I don't really, my apartment's not the best for a cat anyway, so even if I wasn't allergic, I wouldn't have one. Let me turn up this volume sensitivity a little bit. Oop. There we go, I think. No? Hold on. Let's see. There we go. Yeah. Okay. 15 more seconds. Let's see. What's leading? Authority and... Oh, equal out authority, basically. So yeah, authority just stays where it is. Ooh, about your heir. Your marriage to Clementine is not what you hope. She's seldom in your beds, and over breakfast you exchange only a frosty words before she departs on a hunt. The last thing in your mind is procuring an heir, but the need to the kingdom must prevail. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair, but something's still missing. You need an heir. You need someone young whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard, or the youngest of your many cousins. My wife and I will have a child together. The traditional method. No one will object to that. I'll arrange for you to take a month off from ruling so you can get down to business. Yes, thank you, thank you. Bones for sale? Is that what it says? Bones for sale. Oh, Sai, it's you. Your Highness, some accursed grave robbers have dug up my ancestor, Saint Umber. They've boiled him down to his bones and are selling them as holy relics. The gullible peasants believe each bone brings good fortune and keeps away vermin. We must put a stop to it. Yikes. Oh, Jesus. You're not taking my money. So options are send the Inquisition to track down the grave robbers or allow the sale of bones to continue. Yeah, honestly, I mean, it is a vibe. That sounds like good business. But I'm not letting you take my money. You may have been helping me at the beginning, patricians, but I do not care. I need to have enough money to pay back a loan. I'm not letting you sap my entire life savings that I'm mostly using so I don't go bankrupt. Oof. I'm sorry, Midori. I'm sorry. Looks like a clear winner right now. Wow, the continuation of the bone sales. But by all that is holy, you'll do nothing? The bones don't bring good fortune. However. They bring a curse. Farmers' crops wither, merchants' wagons throw a wheel. Bad luck settles on the south like a garrote across the throat. Oof. Yikes. A fishy wedding. Your Majesty, the Archduke of Saul has invited you to his forthcoming wedding. Your attendance would help shore up relations between our two great nations. I just did this last game. What do you mean? Depths below, great nation. The Isle of Saul is nothing more than a nest of pirates and cutthroats. And I've heard it isn't a proper marriage anyway. The Archduke is marrying a fish. The groom is a finfolk, one of the denizens of the sea, perfectly sapient and actually amphibious. Well, the church doesn't agree with a man marrying a fish. We mustn't legitimize this farce by allowing the monarch to attend. I mean, I want to go. So I'll say... I'll just say... I'll just use a monarch's vote and not a golden one. Because, I mean... We saw it last time, but I mean... Oof. Yikes. Y'all really don't want me to go to this fish wedding. Ripperoni and cheese. The monarch will not attend, but will send their warm regards. Must these regards be warm? Can't they be icy cold? I'll compose a polite refusal with accompanying congratulations, but it's a shame. This was a chance for a real diplomatic progress. When the common folk of the coast hear about the Archduke's wedding, they're broadly supportive of the union. Public opinion turns against the overly strict church. Oof. Rip the church. Damn, both of these people. Yeah, I know, fish phobic. Somewhere along the coast, Lord Patrician D-Wag 789 strolls in his olive grove, accompanied by a close friend. The Palace Watch want to accept our bribes. The treasury is practically overflowing. They don't need our money. And I suppose they ran straight to the spy master to blab about it too. Damn our luck. Is this the end? Best investments are never profitable to begin with. We must bide our time and strike again when the monarch least suspects it. Basically, you just aim to lower the treasury to 1,500 or less right now. Oof. I need money to pay back that loan, girl. I'm sorry, everybody. Ooh, descent at the arena, escaped experiment. You can't rebel. Ha 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 ha. And then an island rises. Let's go with escaped experiment first. Apparently something has escaped from the cellars of Comte Mary Cheesy's castle. I've asked for an eyewitness report from a local. Hello, Your Majesty. It was a right unholy sight. A monster stitched together from parts dug up from the village cemetery. I recognize my Aunt Edna's earlobes. Oh, thank you for the follow. Gino555. It's hard to read sometimes. I hope you enjoy. Did it hurt anyone? No, it just seemed confused. Kept asking for its parent. The creature's my life work, Your Highness, and my son. His escape was regrettable, but he just wanted to see the village up close. Rest assured, I have chained him up for far more securely in the dungeon to ensure this won't happen again. It's too late for that, Comte. You and your unholy creation must be burned. It's the only way to cleanse the world of your evil. Oh, yikes. Oh, I'm sorry. I want a high stability. I'm sorry. I don't want to burn you, but I don't want to burn you. Okay, I don't want to burn you though. I'll just put my vote on it, but I'm not going to incent everyone else to do it. They can if they want. Oh, I did the golden choice. I did the wrong one. Fuck. Rip. I'm sorry, very juicy. I literally said I was going to do the opposite of what I just did. Intriguing. Oof. The monster may live as long as it stays imprisoned. Thank you, Your Highness. I promise the villagers will never again be troubled by my son's unusual features. Riots spark across the east, and the priests whip the common folk into a frenzy. How can Mary Cheesy have escaped justice after desecrating the dead and performing dark magic? Rumors spread that Mary Cheesy has used their powers to turn you into their puppet. Why else could this travesty have allowed? Oof. Descent at the arena. A coastal gladiator named Onyx has become remarkably popular in the arena. Oh yes, those fighting contests. Precisely. And for a gladiator, he's outspoken. In his last match, he donned a crown and claimed he would be a better monarch than you ever would be. It's all a joke for now, but it's still sedacious, and he even has a significant following. He or the other gladiator, or even the patricians at large may decide to take this further. Depths below. I've never even heard of this Onyx person. Why would he speak against the crown? I'm happy that Onyx is comfortable to speak freely. Recurrent ritual nods approvingly, but it all comes down to the council's decision. No spending my money. That is the one thing I will ensure you will not happen. Do not spend my money. I mean, I didn't want to kill you either, so I'm sort of happy you didn't get burned, but I would have loved for my stability to go up. I mean, go for it, Recurrent. I feel like you could take him. I feel like you could take him. Alright, pretty clear what everyone would like. Hopefully you don't die here. Ooh, it's a 30%. It's 30%. Oh no. What? Me? But I'm a noble. Time to train up and get out there. Lord Magician, Recurrent Ritual hurries away. Over the coming weeks, he trains beneath the best mercenaries money can buy. By the time the battle arrives, oh, I'm mood Recurrent. Recurrent Ritual is ready for action. But when the battle arrives, oh no! Onyx simply laughs at me, picks him up gently, and places him back on the spectator's seat. Apparently, that's where he belongs. The whole thing is such an embarrassment that the patricians refuse to do anything more about Onyx. His outspoken performances continue unabated. At least you didn't die. No patrician Otto Valnoir. Your Serene Highness, Your August Majesty, something most strange has occurred in the KotC. A new island has arisen halfway between our shores and the island of Saul. The Finfolk raised it from the depths using the weird ocean magic. It is true, Your Majesty. The Finfolk raised the island to celebrate the marriage of their prince to the Archduke of Saul. They will gift it to him on the day of the ceremony. This is terrible news. That island is of immense strategic importance. We can't let it fall into Salayish hands. Oh no, oh no. No. Please, please, please. I beg of you. I beg of you. Be nice. Be nice. No. No. Oh no. I should have just let you take in the 900. Oh no. Oof. Yikes. No. Hey! How dare you? Ugh. Pay a wizard to sink it. The wizard waddles into your throne room. A thin pool of brine forms around his seat, staining your nice carpet. Oh, wow, he big. Scrampton, you want me to put that island back underwater? Big bit of magic there, and I've had to go against the Finfolk. You'll be adequately compensated. My tile of coral does need some repairs. I'll do it. Oof. The wizard is as good as his word. A few weeks later, the island sinks back beneath the waves as suddenly as it first appeared. With the island dowry gone, the Archduke's wedding plans fall through. You hear no more chatter about Finfolk marriages. Yikes. But what if I wanted to marry a Fin man? A Finfolk man. Oof. While playing a game of chess in Astute Castle, Austere Castle, to counsel the East discuss their schemes against the crown. Blood and stars, the monarchs must get a better grip on the kingdom, otherwise their plans fall through. The counts aim to raise the authority to at least 5. Oh dang, stop the count. I don't like that one because stream delay. I'll take the stability one. A laughing stock, comment citing, and an invitation. We'll start with laughing stock. Your Majesty, the acclaimed playwright Reginald Sullivan has written another smash hit. All the theaters in the capital are showing it nightly. Oh, wonderful, I love his work. So do I. So does everyone. But the problem is that the new play features a character obviously based on you. I don't like where that is going. The character is played by a professional clown named Biffo. At one point, a bucket of custard is upended over their head as they sit on the throne. Your Highness, peasants and nobles alike are watching this play. The theaters are packed. You must put a stop to it. You simply cannot be known as Monarch Biffo. I think I'll attend the play myself. A shocked silence falls in the theater as heralds announce your arrival. You wave from the row box as the actors stare up at you, clearly horrified. What are you waiting for? The play begins. Soon enough, the clown monarch arrives on stage, comedically tripping on their own robes. They somehow find an actor who looks just like you. Endless humiliation are heaped on this honking, squeaking parody. Finally, the play concludes with the custard-drenched monarch handing the crown to the deserving hero. All eyes turn to you. How do you react? Climb onto the stage. The actors shrink away from you. The audience are deadly silent. Everyone is terrified of what you do next. Congratulate them. The audience breaks out into relieved cheers. The actors bow before you, weeping from gratitude. After that, the whole capital can talk about nothing but your good humor and mercy. An invitation. Without a word, Countess Kilst hands you a blood-red envelope. It is sealed with white wax in the shape of a skull. Inside is a beautifully written invitation to an event called the Crimson Vigil, due to take place on an autumn night later in the year. What's this all about? I can say no more. You must choose whether to accept our invitation or decline it. I suppose I shall attend. I will see you at the next vigil, Your Majesty. I don't know what that is. Oh dear. This will be interesting. Comet sighting. Lord Rishan Sassy Jackson. A blood-red comet was spotted in the night sky over the coast, Your Serene Highness. The workers are claiming it is a terrible omen. The common folk are on the verge of panic. Is there anything I can do? Oh, yikes. I'll tell them there's nothing to worry about. You deliver a speech. Oof. Reassuring the peasants of the coast that comet isn't a good or bad thing. Just a thing. Probably the night god riding a chariot or whatever. Unfortunately, the peasants don't believe a word of it. Your reassurances only panic them further. For a few weeks, the coast is gripped by panic. Riots break out in the streets. Soothsayers wander the land, foretelling doom. End of season. Oof, you're both still just waiting on the last one. Come on, grandees, help me out. Help me. Debt collection. Your heir. Your request for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council, holding a small child in your arms. Should I die, I ask that my crown be passed. My daughter. The assembled nobles break out into a polite applause. By designating an heir, you have cemented the stability of the kingdom. Your Majesty, may I be the first to congratulate you on the birth of your daughter. What is her name? Carmen the Second. Praise the Ninth. Your Highness, I'm sure little Carmen will grow up to be a chip off the old block. Congratulations on finding an heir. Now you just need to fulfill your ambition to win the game. Expect a visit from the Spy Master soon. Bright ideas. Since the wedding, you've witnessed your queen consort fail miserably at a series of hobbies. Swimming ended with a near drowning, knitted ending with you being gifted a 12-sleeve shirt, beekeeping ended with half the palace watch in the hospital. Despite all this, Clementine never gives up. I've had another great idea. I can't wait to hear it. I was looking through the law books and I found a long-forgotten decree saying the monarch can appoint their queen consort as a regional governor. The appointment only lasts half a year, but during that time I have total executive power over an entire region. Isn't that exciting? Imagine the good I could do. What region were you thinking? Not the coast, obviously. The patricians know me too well. I don't think they'd listen to a word I say, but anything else might work. There will need to be a vote, of course. Of course, the council can vote on which region I'll be governing. I mean, the grandees are helping me out, so I mean, I could care less of which one my darling wife wants to help out. Seems it's pretty clear. Put Clementine in charge of the South. Just wait until you see the improvements they'll make to the South. They need someone to whip them into shape. I'll focus on agriculture. I've hunted enough animals in my life. Cows can be too difficult from deer. By the 9th, you can't be serious. Sorry, bestie. Debt collection. Haha. Greetings. Your Majesty, I'm here on behalf of the Southern Gaul to collect what you owed. Delightful to see you. You owe us a grand total of 3,000. Haha. Can I extend? I can't pay. It does not pay. It does not pay to defy, Your Majesty. We'll return to the Republic and inform the Grand Vizir that you're refusing to pay your debt. I didn't say I was refusing. I just can't. Ah, fuck. Interesting. Interesting. Go forth, my nobles, and vote for what you would like to be built. Will I take a quick water break? Also fix my thing here. We'll go just above there. Interesting. How do I... Whatever, I'll fix that later at some point. Currently farming and authority. Interesting. Ooh, last minute sweep. Let's see, what was funded? Farming and authority. Ooh, girl, oh, no. I need to get that up. Your ambition, Crimson Vigil, and Trade War. At the start of your reign, you said you want to be a peacekeeper. You've succeeded on that front. The kingdom is peaceful, and you've renowned your mercy and wisdom. Well done, Your Majesty. But to shut down your noble scheming for good, we need to build on that reputation. Your advisors have some ideas. The common folk are a sleeping giant that even the nobles are afraid to wake. If you become the beloved by the peasants, the nobles won't dare to overthrow you for fear of revolution. Oh, Jesus. My advice would be to infiltrate each region with loyal spies, defeat their schemes with schemes of our own. But the Chancellor has other ideas. Let's see. I'll go with and farming. Oh, girl, we don't got good farming. I'm gonna go with the trade. Wise decision, Your Majesty. I'll begin recruiting spies. We'll send them across the kingdom in the guise of traveling bards. This will require a fine touch. Your priority is to raise the kingdom's stability and overall trade as much as you can. And of course, there can't be any open rebellion among the nobles. Trade war. Oh, Jesus. Your Majesty, the Republic of Kurth has levied extreme trade sanctions against us for our perceived crimes against them, notably your inability to repay your loan from Salvant and Gaul Bank. What can we do about it? That's for the council to decide. Kurth must also be suffering from this, but we can't afford to wait them out. Our people will soon run out of the basic necessities. Oh, this is rough. Uh, I'll say you get money from doing the one that makes you lose money. So basically, it evens out a little bit. You don't lose as much money. I'm lessening the money that I have to take from you guys. Yikes! All right. Interesting. Sending the Navy to take KotC's good by force. The Navy starts patrolling the KotC, intercepting KotC vessels and taking plunder wherever they can find it. Of course, KotC is quick to respond in kind. The trade war heats up, flaring into open battle on the high seas. Oh dear. Crimson Vigil takes place in a bleak castle atop an eastern hill. Your journey takes weeks, and your baggage train keeps getting stuck in bogs. Guests of the Crimson Vigil compete on who can dress the most ghoulish and frightening costume. What did you dress as? Ugh, I don't want to use any money. I'm going to just use my normal. You have no wish to partake in this nonsense. When Countess Keel sweeps in, dressed as a living corpse, she looks disappointed by your lack of costume. No costume, Your Majesty? A shame. Everyone's looking forward to see a royal effort. Please remember to stay in the upper levels. The dungeons are out of bounds. In the ballroom, you find the Count's gathering, all dressed up in frightful monsters, wolfmen, pumpkin heads, witches. Waiter glides past, holding a tray of canapes. A pianist plays a mournful tune. Hi, Minnie Boone. Welcome in. The Crimson Vigil begins at midnight. What role will you take? A mourner, or will you be willing to betray a hound of the betrayer? Click. Can you tell me more about these roles? Surely you're familiar with our customs, Your Majesty. If you're unsure, you should stick to being a mourner. Okay, I'll play a mourner then. Ceremonial role is to stand among the other mourners and wait for the hounds to catch the monarch in exile. After that, just follow what the other mourners do. Good luck. The Count gathers. After Countess Kilst delivers a short speech about remembering the old ways, a flaming crown is placed upon her head. I'll be playing the monarch in exile this evening. The hounds of the betrayer will try to catch me, but fear not. I am swift as a falling star and as old as the hills. Stand among the mourners. Kilst runs down the corridor, flames licking behind her, pursued by a dozen counts in monstrous costumes. It's a bizarre sight. I'll wait. Half an hour later, Kilst is dragged back, a crown still smoldering. One by one, the other mourners drop to their knees in a posture of worship. Refuse. Count's member stands stubbornly, her arms folded. The ceremony conducts in a mock execution. A bottle of very expensive red wine spilled over Kilst's head. After that, the music is more cheerful. The counts dance and chat long into the night. At dawn, you board your carriage and begin the long journey back to the capital. Let's see. Minnie Boom, you are a grandee. And I believe that is all for this season. Oof. Y'all, sorry, I need the money. Ugh. You know what, I'll raise you, but I'm going to lower... I'll keep you two there. Sorry, patricians. Ambition, Spy Network. How's it going? All goes according to your plan, Your Majesty. Let me show you. Spy Master takes you through a secret passageway in your own private office. You emerge in a hidden chamber where a number of hooded figures are waiting. These are my agents. They can blend into a crowd as effortlessly as they could slip a knife between a trader's ribs. I'm sorry, Midori. I need the money. I know it's at war now with KotC, but I need the money. Why didn't I know about this chamber? Don't worry about it. The palace is riddled with secret passages and hidden rooms. I'll keep track of them for you. Soon our spies will infiltrate the courts of all the nobles on your council, disguised as traveling bards. One of the spies tossed aside her cloak, revealing a lute in the colorful costume of a troubadour. With charm and flattery, they'll worm their way into the nobles' hearts and minds. Then we'll have a spy network that the likes of which the world's never seen. I hope to make even the Gaunt of Talvin look like rank amateurs. They will learn to fear me, indeed, Your Majesty. A week passes before you hear news. The spy master arrives in your office with a tiny scroll, small as a cherry stem, clutched between her 2 fingers. This is a message from one of our agents in the field, Your Majesty. I sent her to the Grandee Miniboon's manor, disguised as a caroller, armed with a lute and a book of hymns. Oh, wonderful news. Don't get too excited. This is only a first step. Let's see what she has to say. Yikes. Turned away from the gates. There's no money for entertainers at the moment, and little reason to celebrate with song and dance. It's the same story all over the kingdom. We'll try again in a few months. Need to improve. Yes, I know. Let's see. Ooh, governing wealth. War on KotC. Hello, says Tixton. This is it. KotC against the kingdom. We've moved past the trade war, and now we're on to regular old people war, as if our prophets haven't suffered enough. I hope the council has a plan. They have cannons on the ships, you know. Oh, sweet Jesus. Well, if I can do one thing. I'll do that. I'm sorry, Midori. But hey, look, you get to take money from me now. I lowered the amount you could take, but you get to take it from me. Yeah, I knew the patricians would eat it up. Oh, I'm stupid. I know what I should have done. No. I think this was probably worth it. Because I feel like if I would have done the Call for Unity one, you guys would have had to do the big one, and I do not want to lose that much money. Raise an armada to destroy KotC. You pour funds into shoring up the Royal Navy, hiring freebooters and enlisting new sailors. The armada meets the KotC fleet on a stormy night. Guns thunder and fire lights up the skies. The beautiful armada charges straight into the firing line. Oh my god, we succeeded. By the time dawn breaks over the Go Sea, the rebellion navy has been routed. You are victorious. A KotC diplomat is hastily dispatched to parley. Your Majesty, the KotC is willing to forgive your past transgressions. The war is not worth the blood that has been spilled. We offer a truce to return. Oh. Sure, I agree to your terms. We will have peace. Though the war is brief, it was by no means pleasant. Citizens of both sides are glad to see hostilities end and trade routes reopened, celebrating the jubilant streets governing the South. 30% of the time, it works every time. I mean, I was surprised that succeeded. 30% is really low, but hey, good for you guys. Your Majesty, hello, Grandee Miniboon. Your Majesty, your Queen Consort's governorship of the Mark has been nothing short of catastrophic. Ooh. The last 6 months have been a litany of disaster unlike anything else I've seen. How could you do this to us? Oof, I can only apologize. All I can say is I tried my best. Ooh, yikes, I'm glad I didn't go farming. I thought, why would we even bother farming? Surely it'd be more fun to hunt all our food, so I turned farms into wild game preserves. Turns out there's not as much wild game as I thought there was, and even less now. Better luck next time. That's why I thought, I'm so glad I have your support, and have you to support my dreams, my dear. I love you, Clementine. And Cecil. Ugh, you got it by 70. How dare you? Luck is with us, my friend. The palace watches are in our pockets. They took our money gladly. The kingdom can barely afford to pay them a living wage. Music to my ears. Soon the throne will be ours. Indeed it will. But now we must plan our next steps. Oof, you guys are the first ones to get into the final set. Not the internal sabotage. I knew I should have never trusted any patrician, but I love her, so I can't help it. Ooh, this will be interesting. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because your guys' military is pretty decent. Kill the monarch and place their own claimant on the throne. For the next few months, we'll have our troop infiltrate the capital, disguised as beggars. At my signal, they'll gather and storm the palace in the dead of night. The bribed watch will open the gates. Our soldiers will murder the monarch in their bed and have our claimant on the throne before sunrise. Ruthless. I like it. But what about the counts and grandees? They'll call us usurpers and rise up in revolt. Not necessarily, my friend. If monarch Common's rule is weak enough, we can persuade them to accept anything. For the final stage, they must lower the authority to 1 or less. Ooh, it's a battle between counts and patricians now. Anonymous doesn't really matter to me. Iron choice. How many counts are there? Not a lot. Oof, so I don't... I'll do that. Famine, an invitation, and another bright idea. Oh no, let's see. Hello, Your Majesty. I've traveled all the way from the south to beg you to do something about the price of grain. Oof! I can't afford to feed my family. A day of backbreaking work isn't enough to buy a day's worth of bread. She's right. She's right. The grain price in the south is beyond all control. Greedy merchants rake in profits while the common folks starve. Ugh. Just don't take my money. Just don't take my money. Interesting. Alrighty, put a price cap on grain. Oof, it failed. You place a strict price on grain. However, wily merchants start to use the grain to brew alcohol to avoid losing money and get around your orders. As a result, the supply of grain goes from hardly any to almost none. The peasants are worse off than ever, and starvation grips the south. Yikes. This isn't going well. An invitation. Order of Illinois. Your Majesty, you absolutely must come down to the coast this year and experience the Summer Games for yourself. It's the only social event that matters. If you aren't in attendance, well, it would simply be a crime. Tell me more. Everyone gets drunk and goes to the arena to watch the gladiators battle it out for the title of Golden Champion. Rivers of blood and lakes of wine leaves your inhibitions in the capital, Your Majesty. How can I say no? Oh, this is simply wonderful. It has been so long since the monarch attended the games. Last time, as I recall, they were assassinated. Not to worry, Your Majesty. I am sure it won't happen to you. I shouldn't have gone, but it's spooky. Clementine, what do you want? You should give me something to do. I'm sick of hanging around the palace and waving at peasants. Uh-huh, I see you, Recurrent. I'm watching you. What sort of job do you think? I don't know, something small. I could be the commander of the city watch and bring law and order to the capital, or I could be put in charge of constructing a giant statue of you. How about I put you in charge of keeping the river flowing? I won't let you down. Hey, at least she's stupid. Yikes. Oof, okay. Spy network. A little mishap. Uh-oh. Let's see. Okay, Summer Games. Summer Games have begun. Your royal yacht glides into the port of Thalasus. She's trying. That's the thing. I love her. She's trying her best. She's failing horribly, but she's really trying. Uh, Anxious servants lay out the red carpet while shooing away the seagulls. Ho there, your esteemed highness. Beautiful day, isn't it? Come with me. Your carriage to the grand arena is waiting. Let's go. There must be thousands of people in the arena, peasants and patricians alike. But you have the best view in the house. As you step out and wave, the crowd chants your name. You have two different events that we could show you today, your esteemed highness. Which would you prefer to witness? A gladiator fight or a monster battle? Gladiator fight. Tell me more about the monster battle. We sailed the furthest ocean and developed the deepest jungles to bring back exotic beasts for our gladiators to fight. One human fighter's medal with being tested against a creature of your own nightmare. I've made my decision. Monster battle. You know, she's really trying. Excellent choice, Your August Majesty. Allow me to first call forth today's brave, or perhaps unfortunate, human champion. Noble patrician Otter Valnoir steps up to the podium, speaking to a bronze tube that projects their voice across the entire region. Our gladiator today is a homegrown hero who grew up in the coastal slums just down the road from here. Imprisoned for murder most foul, but continually protesting her innocence, we decided to throw her into the arena and let the Ninth God sort it out. Give it up for Griselda the Butcher! Out in the circle of sand stomps in a massively muscular woman clad from head to foot in bulky iron armor. It looks like torture under the heat of the sun. She wields a wicked-looking scimitar that flashes in the sunlight. You notice she has a slight limp, which she's trying to hide. You notice that the cheering for this homegrown hero is especially loud. Your ears start to hurt. Noble patrician Otter Valnoir turns their attention back to you. Right now, in cages beneath the arena, we have 3 different monsters that we can throw against our friend Griselda the Butcher. A Finfolk, a Sand Giant, or a Myrmidon. Which should we choose? Why don't we let the monarchs decide, since they've come all the way to visit us from the capital? The crowd hoots and hollers at the idea. Someone stands up and starts singing the national anthem off-key. Let's do Sand Giant. I don't know what a Myrmidon. Let's do a Myrmidon. I don't know what that is. All the way from Valamir, determined to kill as many humans as possible in vengeance for his hive. Please welcome Soldier 15 Blue, the Myrmidon. The Myrmidon scuttles into the arena. Oh, it's like a bug thing? Ew. Hissing and clicking its mandibles, it wields a rusty sword which it waves around angrily at the crowd. Griselda the Butcher readies her scimitar. As Griselda the Butcher drums up the crowd's support, Noble Patrician Otter Valnoir turns to you with a gleam in their eye. Half the fun of the summer games is the gambling. Why don't you go place a bet before the fight begins? What are the odds? The clear favor is Griselda the Butcher. Bet on her, and you're only getting you get your money back plus 20%. The Myrmidon is the underdog. A successful bet on it means you'll double your cash. No thanks, I don't want to gamble. Just here to watch the butterfly. I see, that's perfectly fine. As for me, I'll take a risk today. I'll place a bet on the Myrmidon. Let the fighting commence. The order roars and stamps until the entire Colosseum shudders. Myrmidon and Griselda the Butcher circle each other, each waiting for the other to make the first move. I'll cheer for her. In the end, Griselda the Butcher takes the initiative, leaping forward and swinging her scimitar. The Myrmidon ducks, but loses an antenna in the process. After that, the two combatants, one more insect than the other, takes part in deadly dance, a whirl of weapons so fast you can hardly keep track. Soon enough, the Myrmidon looks like it's on the ropes, striking Icar from a dozen wounds. After a final swing of Griselda the Butcher's scimitar strikes true, and the Myrmidon collapses with a rattling death scream. And the winner is Griselda the Butcher! Depspele, what rotten luck. Congratulations, Griselda, on her success. Griselda bows deeply to you as she stands in the ring with cheers. Then, the next week of the Summer Games is packed with entertainment, athletic competition, chariot races, copious amounts of wine, and above all, blood in the sand. On your journey back to the palace, you reflect that your attendance to the games has certainly helped cement the patrician support. a little mishap. No, girl. I'm sorry. What? Bad news on the riverfront. All you had to do was keep the river flowing. Listen, I thought that the river could be more efficient. It's full of beds, so I started digging a straight channel for it. But the river kept trying to bend, so I built a dam to keep it going the way I wanted, but the river just sort of acclimated in one place. So anyway, the capital is completely flooded now, and everyone's a bit angry. Are you kidding me? She's a patrician spy. I knew it. She was here to lower everything. Dear God, I married in it. And that's not resort to playground insults. It was an honest error. Anyway, I have another idea. Perhaps another time, my dear. Yes, no problem. I'll tell you all about it later. I swear to God, this stupid woman. Okay. I received another message from one of the spies. Your Majesty, let's hope this time is successful. Spy scrolls. Yes! You're welcome. She was welcomed into Lord Patrician's recurrent ritual. Court with open arms. I'm sorry, flattering him to fawning songs. Let's hope our spies are just as successful. Over the next few weeks, you received back word for more and more of your agents. Almost all of them have successfully wormed their way into nobles' courts. Now we must hope that we can maintain their cover. Yes! A few more weeks pass. You wait anxiously for news of your spy's progress. One day, your spy master appears at the desk, her face lit by a triumphant smirk. Good news, Your Majesty. Our spies have uncovered some of your nobles' darkest secrets. Did you know Lord Patrician recurrent ritual is an irrational fear of lemons? You do now. Okay, that is horrible. I love lemons. How can you be afraid of them? We even have a few illicit romances between the nobles and our generically attractive bards. The blackmail right itself. This has gone better than I expected. You do enjoy the service of an excellent spy master, but we can't get complicit. We must see if our other spies are equally successful. The next few weeks, your spies send back more and more positive vibes. More positive reports. Soon you've established a spy network throughout the entire kingdom. It's with a sense of smugness that you call your next council session. All the nobles file and you realize you know all their secrets, their weaknesses, everything. Listen, Your Majesty, I was thinking that I've been awfully high lately. Why don't we hold a vote on reducing them? No, I must have misheard you. I just called a vote. Let's go, chop chop. Grandee, you come up with a moment. I need a word with you in private. Grandee North Windham walks over your throne, her face quizzical. Your spy master leans over and whispers something in her ear. She looks suddenly horrified. Brother Ninth, how did you know? Only my mother knows that. Sit down, Grandee. If the monarch doesn't want to vote today, there will be no vote. Grandee North Windham returns to her seat, trembling like a leaf. This is an outrage. The vote must go ahead. Hey, care for some lemonade? Ah, leave me alone. I'll do whatever you say. I could get about time. When you leave the council hall, the nobles are quiet. They know a new era has begun, an era of cooperation, or else. Your wife meets you back in chambers, your heir Carmen II in her arms. Marvelous. I'm not sure what just happened, but I've never seen the nobles look so scared. No, you're right. Literally, she almost won it for you guys. You were literally one step away. If any of those had failed, you literally would have won. This is when my reign really begins. I can't wait to see what you have planned. That night you sleep an untroubled sleep for the first time since you first sat on the throne. No matter their grievances, the nobles will never again dare to defy you. You simply need to mention offhandedly that you know what they did last winter, or that you know where they sleep at night. Yeah! Woo! Ow, I just hit my headphones. Ow. That my second ever game, and it was a Monarch win. Technically, the Grandees also won here. Just to clarify that. No, literally, it's terrifying that the next reign is gonna be related to Clementine. I'm terrified. No, literally, she almost usurped the entire thing. With their plans in tatters, the counts retreated to their castles to brood. Their olive branch was rejected, the secret of eternity that they had granted for eons. They would not be so kind again. The grandees celebrated their victory, and Carmen was venerated as a true hero of the South. But as time went on, some whispers that the grandees were losing control of their puppet as the monarch consolidated their power around their heir, Princess Carmen II. The patricians attempted to worm their way into the palace, was uncovered, and a number of arrests were made. Lord Patrician D-Wag 789 ended his life chained upside down to a dungeon wall. Monarch Common ruled from the shadows, getting their way in the council with blackmail and threats. The nobles were terrified, but the peasants considered it a golden age. After 15 years of unquestioned rule, Monarch Carmen died peacefully in bed, and the nobles let out a collective sigh of relief. Woo! That was pretty good. That was pretty good. The wealthiest and the poorest. And then overall kingdom, the final stats. That was pretty good. It was pretty good. Coming up game whenever I play it, because oh jeez, Clementine's blood is now in the family. It's absolutely terrifying. How do I have, let's see. Yes, thank you. Thank you all for joining me. I need to learn how to raid, or let me see if there's even anyone still playing. Oh, there's plenty of people. Let's see. Is there anyone else that? Huh. Alright. Yes, no, that was really fun. I definitely want to come back and play it again at some point, obviously, because I love playing this game. Now that I won my first game. How do I have to learn how to raid. How do you raid? Oh, it just took me straight to that. Cool. Yes, I'm gonna try to. I've never done it before, so I don't know how. Time to look it up. Followed by the channel. Oh, okay, that's not too bad. Okay, now I just need to choose which person. Yes, it literally is. I just have never done it before. We're going to raid a fellow. Well, I say fellow. I'm a PNG tuber, but she looks like she's a VTuber. So we'll go ahead and raid her. Unfortunately, because I don't have any emotes or anything, because I'm still rather small. Just make sure she knows it was me. Woo! So I'm gonna switch off, and then I'll get it all set up, and we'll be raiding. What's her name? Asaviti, I believe, is her username. All right. Thank you all for joining me. It was really fun to play, and I'm glad I was able to win. I am your loyal ruler and will always be. Bye.